And here he is, the pride of Renzo Gracie, New York City.
Daqui a pouco vai ser essa aí, ó.
Yeah, hometown favorite for sure. They love him here at Flex. We love him here at Flex. One of those guys that he leaves it all in the cage, and everybody loves this guy watching him fight.
Been extremely active this year as well. Got a win in his pro debut back in February over Gavin Lee. Absolute domination in that fight. Then fought again in June. Got a round 1 TKO win over Cole Cameron. So his third fight as a pro in his first year since turning pro.
That fight against Gavin Lee was, you know, Eli's welcome card to pro MMA. I mean, he's been a phenom in the amateurs, but man, you could not have had a more impressive pro debut against somebody like Gavin too, who's a stud, but Eli looked like the consummate professional, right? He is the prototype of what an MMA fighter is. He showed off dynamic striking, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu. He is so well polished. Very excited to see him back inside this cage.
Looking to stay perfect as a professional. 2-0 since making that turn, and now his third pro fight comes here at the Selden Fire Department Training Facility. To introduce these two gentlemen, here is AP.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a professional MMA bout held in the men's 145-pound featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This warrior stands at 5 feet, 9 inches tall, weighing in at 145.8 pounds. Fighting out of Caguas, Puerto Rico. Representing MMA Gym Puerto Rico. Help me welcome Francisco Muniz. Introduces opponent fighting out of the red corner. This warrior stands at 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in 146.8 pounds. Fighting out of Newark, New Jersey, by way of Minas, Gerais, Brazil. Representing Renzo Gracie, New York City. Help me welcome Eli Evangelista. And when the action begins, your third person inside the cage and your referee for this contest, Keith Peterson.
Keith Peterson, the third man in the cage for your first pro MMA fight, comes in the featherweight division. Evangelista in the red corner, the blue corner for Francisco Muniz. Here we go. We stand switching from Evangelista, trying to give Muniz a different look.
Yeah, Eli with the center control, which we're used to him doing, controlling a fight. This is how you start.
Eli's so dynamic, and the way he's able to switch stances. You'll see as the fight builds, he starts to disguise his switches through combinations too.
Muniz is 14 years older than Eli Evangelista, 38 years old at fight night. Nice combination from Evangelista into the clinch.
Yeah, it's a little bit of the dynamic stuff D-Rock was alluding to, you know, just comboing that mixed martial arts in a perfect sense.
Yeah, and Eli's pro debut against Gavin Lee, he did a lot of effective work from this position here in the clinch. He gives you a lot of different dilemmas to think about. Setting up that takedown, in tight on the waist.
The cage grab from Francisco Muniz. Keith Peterson stops the action.
Grabbed it 3 times. Keith right away taking a point.
And that's the no-nonsense of Keith Peterson. Immediately takes the point.
More referees need to employ that.
Evangelista just show respect, says no harm, no foul. Back to the action.
No harm, but there was a foul.
There was a foul, yes.
I think that speaks to the confidence of Eli. Like, all right, I'll get it again. Don't worry about it.
Eli just gives you so much to think about, you know. Even in that 45 seconds up on the cage, Eli got right to his waist, threatened a takedown, but you see, he's always got you working on 2 dilemmas. He's throwing punches while deep on the hips.
Yeah, Francisco, to his credit, staying in there. I don't love the hands low, though.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Alex. I was just about to mention that.
Intriguing style matchup when these two fighters describe their style. Evangelista, a bully, and for Muniz, he says he fights like an endangered species.
I don't know what that means.
Eli called himself a bully, huh?
Yes.
I think he's way too polished to be a bully, but I'll let him have it.
I'll take the bully side. The endangered species. I think he's trying to say he's a little dead, like he doesn't stop. You got a little blood coming down.
Can't tell if that's from Eli or
I
not.
think that's from
It
Eli.
is from Eli. Looks like a cut on the right side of his face.
Was that a head clash on
I think it was
on
a
the
head
entrance to the takedown?
I believe so.
Either a head clash or maybe Eli's head hit his hip on the takedown. That's the only thing I can think of. But it does appear to be cracked him open pretty well.
Yeah, Eli is landing though right now.
Even though it might be his own, though, he smells blood in the water.
I think that also just awakes a sense of urgency in Eli, like, hey, let me make sure this ends this round, because with a head wound, D-Rock, those just bleed nonstop.
Yeah, they look a lot worse than they really are.
Especially when it's on the scalp.
Yeah, it bleeds crazy, and it's not that bad, but you still don't want to have a doctor say, like, hey, that's too bad.
Not a great defensive posture so far out of Muniz. He's working his way back to the feet.
I still want to see where this cut really is.
Balance from Muniz denies the takedown.
Eli using that head position beautifully, smearing a little bit more blood onto Muniz.
I was going to say, that's looks like they're getting ready for the Halloween show coming up.
It reminds me of Luke Rockhold when he smeared the blood up against Paulo Costa.
Yeah. Oh, good elbow.
Again, I'm not loving this hands low because you're getting caught throughout the fight.
Yeah, good gamesmanship from Muniz, but, not great defensively.
Slip on the head kick from Evangelista.
Slipping in his own blood.
Yeah. Right back to the clinch.
Look at the dilemmas Eli presents, right? He's immediately threatening that takedown, and Muniz from before was bringing his hands up, worrying about getting peppered with some shots, and that allowed the takedown to happen that much easier. Eli's always attacking on multiple levels. Eli's trying to pull him away from the cage here. Smart move.
Moves into full mount. 40 seconds to work for Evangelista here.
Eli's dripping blood. It looks like, I think it's on his forehead, right above his eyebrow.
The blood doesn't seem to be bothering him, though. You saw him smiling.
Muniz looking for some way to come out of this tough situation. Final seconds of round one.
Muniz's mouth is wide open. He's exhausted already.
Yeah, and I do believe I see swelling on the right eye of Muniz.
Oh, big right hand.
Some big strikes for Eli Evangelista at the end of round one here on Fubo Sports.
Talvez ele leve por todos, não na sua cabeçada. Sim. Vai querer que eu mande pra você?
Take a look at some of these replays here. The big ground and pound right on the chin of Muniz as well.
Yeah, and that's when we started seeing more blood pour out. And the doctor having to look right now at Eli Evangelista. But his corner doing a great job of closing that up. Trying to, close up the thing. The doctor doesn't appear to be too worried about the cut.
Back for the second round of Francisco Muniz against Eli Evangelista. Doctor took a look at the cut on the face of Evangelista in between rounds.
Doctor was also looking at the eye of Francisco. As you guys see there, that swelling on that right eye, it's insane right now.
Something I've never ever seen before was at the end of the round, Muniz got up and checked Eli's cut himself. Never seen anybody do that before.
Hats off to him. I think he felt bad. It's an accidental shot, so he was like, hey, I'm really sorry about that. Eli, dude, it's fine.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah. Now's not the time.
Yeah, we'll be friends after the fight's over, though.
Talked about it during the after party at NY Axe Throwing.
cage work by Eli Evangelista, keeping that pressure with him and doing a really good job, even with the cut, of pressing his head forward like a spear.
That right eye is swelled up like a balloon for Muniz.
I love that about Eli, right? It doesn't matter what the position is. If he's up on the cage or down on the ground. Eli uses his head as a weapon. You know, he's always utilizing his head for great position.
All right, so looking at it now, I'm pretty sure I see the cut. It's on the side of his head. That's why it's bleeding so much. Tiny cut, but just in a terrible spot.
The forehead
Yeah.
bleeds like a sieve no matter what.
Especially when you got the blood pumping during a fight.
Eli, with that body lock, is money. He can't miss tonight with that. That's a great position, you know, because Eli, like I said, he's able to do a lot of damage. He's able to threaten a takedown and score offensively, peppering Muniz with punches.
Muniz went 4-1 as an amateur. His lone loss was in his debut, lost because of a cut.
Ooh.
Eli tried to sneak that elbow in there, just barely, just grazing him with it.
Looking for the body lock takedown again, but bounced by Muniz, denies.
Muniz is not really working at all to get off the cage. He just started.
Oh!
That rocked him. You got to pick up your hands there, Francisco. There you go.
Oh.
That one got through the guard from the Renzo Gracie student in Evangelista. They picks him up, puts him down.
See Eli, look, with that head position, beautiful. Pinning his head on Muniz's jaw, keeping him pinned down and killing his hips.
Muniz now has a cookie under his left eye, so both eyes are beginning to swell right on the cheekbones.
Evangelista, former Flex amateur champion, both bantamweight and featherweight.
Eli's gonna pass here.
You know, interesting enough, you almost want to keep them in half guard because you can kind of keep them pinned against the cage here and just pepper them with shots.
Yeah, well, when he got to his feet there, I was expecting him to pass there.
Yeah.
But he chose to go back into side control. Some people do prefer side control. You know, it's for MMA, it's the best dynamic offensive position of the game.
Yeah, if you can kind of just keep him in this force half guard, you can pin him there. Even if he tries to get up there, you can keep passing, use that, and keep throwing out shots. And he can't throw up a ton of jiu-jitsu. You can't go K-guard there, or you try and roll out because you'll give up your back like so.
No hooks in here for Evangelista.
Muniz is having a rough second round here.
Yep, now he's
Full
in
mount.
Oh, he's slipping right out.
Good escape, but beautiful transition by Eli.
The swelling on his face is getting ridiculous. Look at that left cheekbone.
Has a black belt under Renzo Gracie, so he's well versed and experienced in these ground transitions.
Look over the cage right now. Check out that cheekbone, guys. It is insane.
Yeah, that thing
Yeah,
is.
look at that mouth.
Looks like a fractured orbital bone.
I was gonna say the same, dog, because that swelling is not anything normal I've seen. Look at that.
It's just a big target for the ground and pound of Eli Evangelista.
Yeah, Eli's just on cruise control right now.
Credit to Francisco. My man is staying in there. That's that Puerto Rican heart. He's gonna keep driving forward.
Under a minute to go here in round two.
The combination punches from Eli Evangelista, man, and he gets better every single fight. It's one of the things that I love most about him. Volume, volume, volume. Never just one punch from Eli. Muniz has really got to start to get some urgency to try to get himself off the cage. Oh, big left hand.
Another one as he goes for the takedown, gets him down again.
Man. And this pace, the pace that Eli is putting on him is unbelievable.
Round three of this pro MMA feature coming up.
Attention, please. Whoever owns a PT Cruiser.
Take a look at some of these replays from the second round. Now you got to consider, we know the first was a 10-8 because of the point deduction for the cage grab, but is that also a 10-8 round?
I think it's going to be a 10-9 because while Francisco was getting dominated, he was still defending. He's still, getting up. So I think he'll go 10-9. I think it's going to take a lot more. It's very hard to get a 10-8 without a point deduction. It's super hard to get a 10-8.
Not enough damage. Don't get me wrong. He did a lot of damage. Clearly, he won the round, but it wasn't dominating enough, in my opinion. 10-8 round, I think you got to get dropped. There's got to be multiple attempts to finish the fight, maybe a lot of damage as well, in my opinion.
I'm with you. Or you gotta they get up, you take them down, right them out, ground and pound, they get out, like something like that. 10-8 is very, very hard to get.
I think it also is very contingent on damage as well.
Yeah. Doctor checking him out, get him the A-OK. But check out that left eye now. That cheekbone.
Round 3 of this Pro MMA feature, a sign of respect between Francisco Muniz and Eli Evangelista. Let's see if either fighter can get a finish.
I would love to see Eli open up on the feet here.
Oh, goes up top with a kick. Into the body.
I'd like to see him back Muniz up on the cage again and not take him down. Just let his hands go. He'd be able to finish, in my opinion.
Francisco loving those leaping shots, but they're not landing.
Muniz hasn't really offered anything counter-punch-wise either, He hasn't answered any of the strikes that Eli's thrown. No counters. That's why I'd like to see Eli just continue to let his hands go here. No need to even try to take this fight back to the ground.
Right hook from Evangelista. Another one as they break. Jumping kick to the body. Switch kick to the head. He's just having fun with his bag of tricks. And a big breath from Muniz after that.
Muniz, he's game, he's tough, but he's not offering anything for Eli to worry about.
That's a good head movement. But again, defensive work. Nothing much on the offense.
Yeah, there's no barrier to entry here for Eli. Eli can let his hands go. He doesn't have to worry or think twice about throwing extended combinations. Nothing.
Look, I can't never discard his heart. He's got a ton of heart. He's staying in there. He's doing his best, but I need him to throw more. Especially, they got to know you're down 2 rounds.
Heart and the chin as a jumping knee from Evangelista got through.
In my opinion, Keith Peterson can stop this at any moment. If Eli backs him up on the cage and just keeps throwing, he'll give Keith Peterson all the incentive he needs to stop this fight.
Peterson's taking a very close look.
I mean, there's nothing coming back his way. I don't know that Muniz has thrown a single punch, and Eli's probably thrown off about 30.
Yeah, especially in this last minute or two. Yeah, I don't think Francisco's thrown anything right now.
No.
See if Evangelista pushes for the finish or if he wants to weather a full 15 minutes. Step in elbow just missed.
Jesus, man.
Oh, cracking left.
Rolling, bro. I think both his eyes are on
Stop
the
the fight, Keith.
Yeah,
Stop this fight.
Another close look from Keith Peterson here.
No, man. I think this should be.
This fight could be over. I mean, he's not offering anything offensively. I mean, is this intelligent defense? I don't know.
No, man. I think he's eating too much damage, dog. Both those eyes are almost completely shut. No question, he has the heart of a lion, bro.
Not questioning the heart, but in my opinion, this
I'm with you.
Save him from himself at this point.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. He's like I'm saying, he's got the heart of a lion, but I don't think he right now is defending himself in a smart way.
It's more blood spatter on our notes over here as there's a big strike
Big
from
right
It's
Evangelista.
kind of hard.
I love the way Eli sets those elbows up.
Another left from Evangelista, switches to the right.
You see the way he disguises his stance change up behind that combination?
Almost mid-combination.
Looking like TJ Dillashaw. And I just got blood splattered all over me.
Whose blood, I wonder?
That's a good question. Oh, another big right hand from Evangelista.
What a beautiful setup. The angle that Eli was able to create there and land that left hand.
Just landing at will.
What a performance from Eli Evangelista. As a guy who never disappoints, ever. You want to watch some good MMA? You buy a ticket anytime Eli Evangelista's fighting.
I agree.
Oh,
Another elbow.
I love the way Eli sets that elbow up in the clinch. Well, there's no questioning Muniz's heart.
1-2 from Evangelista lands. seconds here in this pro MMA feature.
Nice slip. He catches two for his trouble.
Oh, spinning back fist.
Right into a takedown.
Got it.
I almost feel like that the takedown was done. Nope.
I'm looking for a late choke.
I think Eli wants that finish.
A little late in the round.
Can't get it, but dominance from Eli Evangelista will make it official when
Wow.
we come back.
Wow.
Anything that Eli wanted to do in this fight, he got it done. Aside from a finish.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that Eli realized at a certain point that this fight turned into kind of a sandbox for him. You know, it was a way for him to kind of play around with some new techniques and see what will work and what wouldn't. You know, he was so far out ahead and was never in any danger.
Yeah, that was. It's insane to look at Francisco's fight before the fight and after. Almost like two very different people.
Two eyes swelled up. Saw the UFC fight today. Benoit Saint Denis had to have his fight stopped early because of swollen eyes. Could have made a similar case. See a good look of the cut there on the side of the head of Evangelista.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He has one on his by his eyebrow, and he has one of the giant one on the side of his head. That one on the side of the head, that's gonna suck. You gotta get that staple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like a headbutt cut.
It's it has to either be a headbutt or he like hit the hip.
Head clash, I should say, not a headbutt.
Yeah, head clash. That's something either head clash or based off that side. Maybe he rammed it into the hip bone or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
possible.
That's the only time I've seen it like a cut on this side of your head right there.
Yeah.
The one on the eyebrow can kind of be anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 5-minute rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for our decision. The judges scored the contest 30-23, 30-24, and 30-24 with the winner by unanimous decision, Eli Evangelista.
Amazing stuff there from Eli Evangelista. Now he joins our very own sensei, James Leonelli, inside the flex cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by our winner, undefeated professional mixed martial artist, Eli Evangelista. Tell me how you feel after a performance like that.
Guys, honestly, like I usually come up here and talk a lot of smack, you know. I got in trouble last time, said a lot of bad words. I'm not going to do that anymore. But first, man, I want to apologize to my opponent and his team. I missed late, and that was unprofessional of me. That's never going to happen again. I try to take the weight cut as my own hand instead of working professional, so it will never happen again. That being said, I'd like to fight next month on the October 25th card. Let me absolutely destroy somebody once again. And my opponent, bro, I thought the Puerto Rican being tough thing was maybe a myth. Jesus Christ, my hands are shattered. The man is tough, tough, tough. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
What, if anything, surprised you about Francisco?
Bro, I can hold people down really well and they don't move. He didn't stop moving. You know, and it's one thing that we train the gym. We probably bottom don't stop moving. He wouldn't stop moving. You know, it was frustrating. It made me happy to have a test with somebody like that, to not be able to pull somebody down and impose my will like I normally do. So thank you, brother.
And another big test in a fighter's career is when they see their own blood. And we see that did not deter you at all.
Oh, man, I've been waiting, brother. I've been waiting to bleed, and that felt nice. I like it. But I can't wait to bleed again.
I don't think you can put any better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for your winner, Eli Evangelista.
Eli Evangelista, your